I'll put a TV in the bath. I can't wait. I can't wait to get home and fucking lay that. Oh, that's what I mean. I'll never.
I don't understand that TV in the bathroom.
Bro, because I'm gonna have it. Because when I have a bath.
Bro, how long are you in the bathroom?
I'm a bit. Nah.
Because it'll get cold.
No. No. Because I bought a special bath that it retains the heat like 10, 15, 20 times better than it. Not like a plastic one. It's better than that.
So you're gonna be in the bath.
So,
is it long enough to fit?
well, no, I'll just be in the bath for like an hour and I'll just watch an episode or something and I'll hop out. Like, and then it's cool. It's just nice, isn't it?
Right. Are we good?
Yeah, we're good.
This is Oscar Bevis of the Stomping Ground, powered by Wow Hydrate and available on DAZN, the champ and bath connoisseur, Fabio Wardley. What's happening, mate?
How we doing, mate? How we doing? You good?
I'm good, mate. I'm good. Enjoying Saudi Arabia. Is this your second time, or have you been back since the fight with David?
I've been back, but for commentary.
Okay.
I was working with TNT doing the Fury Usyk, so I was privileged enough to come back for that mental event and work it and just get up close and personal for it and see it all. But yeah, this would be my third time in Riyadh.
Yeah. Not a bad 2 times to come and win over David Adley and then come to commentate on an undisputed fight. Not too bad. Obviously, there's a lot of media, a lot of cameras, as we saw at the Grand Arrivals and the media day before. I'm just wondering if you find it funny, interesting, weird that people are so engaged with what Fabio Wardley's got to say.
Yeah, I guess I kind of build a rod for my own back in that sense, don't I? Because I'm not your normal kind of yeah, it was good. Training's been alright.
It'd have to be easier for you.
It probably would be. Yeah, it probably would be. Yeah, I'd probably get a lot more interview requests and a lot more people calling my phone and stuff. But like, I just am who I am. Like, it's just authentic. Like, I'm here to enjoy it. At the end of the day, like, it's privileged. I think that's something that gets missed a lot in all of this, is that I know there's a lot of intensity and a lot of focus and there's a job to do on Saturday and a lot of win, a lot of fight, and but ultimately, like, yeah, even yesterday at the Grand Arrivals thing, like this spectacle of all the lights, the camera, the big screen and stuff, like, just looking at it and thinking, mate, that is mental. Like, and just having like 10 seconds to yourself and thinking, yeah, you know what, that's decent. Like, and then seeing pictures after where you stood there and your name up there and how cool it looks, and just thinking, like, yeah, this ain't too bad. So, yeah, look, there's nothing really to cry about. It's all good things.
Yeah, Riyadh season has definitely done good for all the fighters' Instagrams.
Yeah.
I say that, there's some serious pictures flying about. I've always felt like, personally, I'd have a little affinity with your journey, not just because, obviously, we're friends off camera, but I think my first boxing event that I worked at was the Cheeseman-Garcia undercard, and I remember you won by first round knockout. Now, I think that would have been, like, early 2019. Take those 5 years. How has everything changed outside the ring? For you? We've
both had quite an interesting 5 years since then. I think
right,
we've both had a bit of a change. Yeah, it's hard to recap all the moments along those 5 years. It's been a journey. It's been a journey from that to fight camp, to winning the English, to winning the British, to then holding on to it for a few years along the way, and then picking up the Commonwealth, WBA belt, WBO belt, the big fights I've had, obviously the rivalries, like the whole David Adley saga, this new Frazer Clarke saga. It's just all gone on. I just rode the wave for it all, really. I've just been riding the wave and enjoying it.
Yeah, and obviously rivalries are really important when, I guess, you look back. When you do hang the gloves up, you'll look back at the British rivalries, and I guess rivalries you'll forge at world level, etc. when you get there. But how intense actually are these rivalries? Because I think fans might presume that kind of you and Frazer, or when it was you and David at the time, that you both go home, put pictures of the other one on the wall or on a punch bag, and it's like, oh, like there's actual genuine. How intense are these rivalries away from what we all see?
Just a side note, Frazer Clarke does genuinely have pictures of me up in his gym. Which I think is a little bit mental, mate. Chill out. I think he said he has one on his locker.
Oh, this is Serious?
I'm being 100% serious. And if you see him, you can ask him. He has one on his locker, and he has another either on his punch bag or next to his punch bag to remind him. And I'm like, mate, are you forgetting? Are you a goldfish? Are you going to forget who you're fighting that quickly? Like, it's me. You fought me before. Like, you spent 12 rounds with me. You know who I am. I don't think you need a reminder, but whatever you got to do to help yourself out, mate, do what you got to do. But, yeah, look, at the time, especially the Adelaide one was definitely intense. There was definitely a real hatred there. That was one of the most genuine and real rivalries there's been. The me and Frazer one is more closer to healthy competition. Don't get me wrong, I think he does have a little bit of a dislike for me. Can't help myself but poke and prod and take the piss out of him a bit, and I don't think he takes it too well. He doesn't have the thickest of skin. He doesn't like it. He does find the insults a bit aggravating. So sometimes I think he finds them funny. Other times I think he finds them quite taunting. So they're doing their job. Yeah. That's all they're there for. They're just a bit of fun, really. But yeah, look, they are. There's a level of it being genuine. But I'm not going to see him on the street and run at him and try and scrap him. Like, it's not how we are. It's not how I am. I don't think it's how he is as a person either.
Yeah. I know there was a mic placed on him by Queensbury or TNT yesterday whilst you were coming up for your grand arrivals. And I don't know if you'd seen it. He said, "I'm going to box his head off, then set him up, and then inflict the pain."
Yeah, I did see that. It felt quite performative.
That's just fighting talk.
It felt performative. That's all. It felt performative.
As if he knew he was mic'd up.
Yeah. It didn't feel. It didn't feel authentic. It felt quite performative. But look, if that's what you think you're going to do, then cool, no problem. Like, we'll see on the night, won't we? Really, if that's what actually happens, and you want to hope that it does, because if it doesn't, you're going to get clipped up and it's not going to look very good for you.
Well, I'm going to take my media hat off and put my fan hat on and say what everyone else has been saying this week. Can we just kick off with round 13?
That's
no
all I've
different
said.
Game plans. To be fair, you have come and you have said, look, what happened last time, that's what I'm going to do again. I'm going to stand there and we're going to have it out.
Yeah, and I've said if he's man enough and if he is the big I am that he says he is, and he's gonna hurt me and put hurting on me and all the stuff he said on the mic yesterday, cool. I'm not gonna go missing. Come find me. I'll be there in the centre of that ring. All you got to do is walk 3-4 yards forward, mate, and you'll find me. I'm right there in front of you, and I won't move, and you don't have to either. And then we'll see who falls over first, and I bet it'll be you.
You're two quite big lads, so you're both quite hard to miss, in all fairness, in a ring. I know this is your main focus, but it'd be wrong for me if I didn't ask. The heavyweights are such an importance placed on them and big fights in Riyadh season. Does a win over Frazer Clarke, a knockout win over Frazer Clarke, put you in that Ajit Kabiel, Justice Hooney, Martin Bakoli type, touching on the world titles depending on when they disperse or how it plays out, but that kind of elite top world level where next year we can see your name chucked in with some of these kind of heavyweight top 10, top 15?
Yeah, look, I really think it does. I think I've held on to the British title now for a good couple of years. I've had some good fights, some big fights. My profile's been built and built and built over time from doing various things as well as fights. I'm ranked well enough with the majority for 3 or 4 of the governing bodies, at least top 10. So yeah, I'm there basically. I think I just need this one to kind of just nudge me into that bracket, and then I'm in the mix.
I know, see, you're a boxing fan as well as a fighter. Is there a fighter that you look at and think, that's a fight I really want? Because it doesn't have to be any feeling towards the fighter, but you look and think, me and you makes like a 10 out of 10 entertainment fight.
No, I don't think so. I never look at it like that. I never look at a fighter and think, oh yeah, I want to fight you because I want to fight that fighter. I want to fight whoever is in front of my goal.
Whoever's got the glory that you want.
Yeah. Or whoever's the biggest fight at that time, or whoever is going to garner the most attention, or who's going to be the biggest, the one that I'm going to get the most credit for. Someone's going to look at that and go, Christ, yeah, Fab really put himself out there, and Jesus, look, he did it right. Like with this one, like to beat Frazer, to beat an Olympian, that's a decent bit of credit. And same with the other fights I had with like Nathan Gorman and things like that, and taking on like the likes of Eric Molina early in my career, and those are the fights I'm looking to do, and I can look back and go, yeah, you know what, Fab don't fuck around. Like he take a risk and he rolls the dice, and he seemingly comes out on top.
Yeah, mate, love it. You're right. Sitting on a nice little CV for where you are in your career. I want to talk about Rob now. I was speaking to him yesterday with Charlie. Started his coaching career doing kickboxing bits, etc. Been on this journey with you, and not just him, guys who sit in this room, everyone around Team Wardley. It's a real team effort. You seem like quite a nice, solid unit. And obviously, when you go in the ring and the refs separate you, it's just you and the man in the other corner. But Rob, Ben Davison, everyone who's kind of around you, like a real team unity about what's going on.
Yeah, that's the most crucial thing to me. I've had the same team, the same people around me since I started. Like
make everything sweeter, like the bits of success.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. Because it's not just, then the success isn't mine, or isn't just mine at least. It's ours. It's everyone's. Because I think it's a different feeling if I pick up a new coach, say at the beginning of this camp, win this fight, and then like the celebration with the coach is like, yeah, cool, thanks, but there's something missing. I'm not saying it's not good or it's not great at all. It's just a little bit of something missing. And I've had the same bulk of team with me for a number of years. Even Ben Davison now has been with me for 2-3+ years now. So I'm not one to chop and change. I don't like new faces. I don't like new people around me. They make me anxious, especially in boxing. I don't like it. So I keep the same people with me because my belief has always been that if I can develop as a boxer, everyone else can develop in whatever role I assign them or put them into, or whichever role they've kind of fell into. As in that being Rob as a coach and him being able to develop it, and my S&C coaches being able to level up, and my nutritionist being able to level up, and everyone all just being able to grow and grow and grow and grow and grow. Because if I can, everyone else can. We just need to learn, and we need to be more experienced. And the only way to get more experience is by doing more. So it's always been a strong value of mine to keep the same people with me. So you'll always see the same faces, the same team. I've had the same management team as well, like Magic and the team behind me in terms of that management side has been behind me since my third or fourth fight as well. So like there's not much change. The only change for me really you've ever seen is promotionally or moving around in that sense. But that's just due to wanting to have the right fights and the big fights and being in big occasions and part of big events.
Yeah. Knowing Rob and knowing what a nice guy he comes across as, and that's not me saying he isn't, by the way. Is there any time where he like has to grab you up and be like, Fab, give you a slap, or like? Because I can't imagine that. But obviously, I don't see the man behind the gym doors shut.
No, I can't say there's a time where he's ever had to grab me. But we do, like, don't get me wrong, we do butt heads on things. But
would it be weird if you didn't? I guess
that's what I was about to say. I don't see an issue with that. I don't see an issue with that at all. I have an opinion. He has an opinion, and more so now it's between the three of us. So it's between me, him, and Ben. So we all have an opinion, and don't get me wrong, it's few and far, and it's rare that we'll disagree on much. There might be slight tweaks if they want me to do this, and I'm like, right, well, yes, okay, but it doesn't feel particularly natural or right, and so can we do it a little bit just like this, still keep the core of what you're saying, but I just want to end it just like this, or do this, or do this, or do this. And most way along the way, everyone's like, yeah, okay, cool. As long as that makes sense, that's fine. That fits. Usually, it's fine. There's not too many times where I've been told off. I think the last time I can remember getting shouted at was in the Adelaide fight, actually, when we had the game plan. Everything was working perfectly. I think it was in about the 4th or 5th round. I got a little bit excited and I just turned it into a bit of a 50-50 and just started throwing hands left and right, left and right, left and right, left and right, and like we're landing, and a big left hook from David just kind of, I leant back and it just whisked past my face. And I obviously got my own shots off, and I got back to the corner and both of them were just going off on me. Like, what are you doing? The game plan's working fine. Why are you doing that? Why are you turning it into a 50-50 for? What the hell do you think you're doing? I was like, all right, I'll go back to the plan. Sorry. So,
I guess they were right.
Yeah, look, they're right. It was feeling fun. But it's hard, it's hard for me to fight my inner
Warrior.
Yeah, I want to scrap it. I want to go, come on then, fucking let's see. Come on then, you think you've got it in you? Let's fucking find out then. Come on. And there's that voice in my head all the time going, fucking come on then, let's figure it out. And then there's the other one going, just calm down. We've got a plan, Fab. Chill out. So yeah, I don't we don't get into too many arguments, so it's all good. It's quite harmonious.
Yeah, that team unity that we was talking about just a couple of minutes ago. One final one, because I know you've got things to do out here in Riyadh. Main event, Artur Beterbiev, Dimitri Bivol. Mate, what a fight! That's like boxing porn.
Yeah. Boxing porn. I haven't.
It's as good as it gets.
I haven't heard it referred to as that. I like that. You should say that. You should say that a lot. That is good. Yeah. Look, I don't. It's such a. It's such a mad fight. Again, another one we were always unsure for a while that we were never going to get, especially when they were both on their kind of real big destructive uprise of kicking through and taking over their respective almost sections of the division. We didn't know if it would come together, and then it did. Then there was the injuries. We're like, oh, we don't know.
God's against us.
Yeah. We always get that in boxing. We always get it, and then they go, not really.
Fury Usyk.
Yeah, same thing. We get like, yes, we've got the big fight. It's coming. Jokes, not really. And then we're like, fuck's sake, do you know what I think? But it's there. It's happening. It's coming off. It's going to be. I think it's still going to be a tight one. I really do. I've always said that I've edged and only ever edged towards Bivol. I just think he'll control the range and the pace and just dictate the fight. Not to say that Beterbiev can't. I just think Bivol will, or at least more often. But either way, it's going to be exciting because at any minute, Beterbiev can just switch you off. So every second you have to be paying attention because it could just be over instantaneously out of nowhere. But we'll see. We'll see on the night.